This is Great the Negotiator, the White Lotus edition part 2 with Belinda. Again, if you haven't seen the season finale of the White Lotus season 3, consider this your spoiler alert. Hi, I'm Joan. I'm a Harvard-trained negotiation coach and consultant. And first, Belinda gets an A+ for signaling her BATNA. What is a BATNA? B-A-T-N-A, the best alternative to negotiated agreement. A BATNA is basically your walkaway option. And by freaking out and walking away in the middle of the conversation, she exercised her BATNA. She saw how unconvincing Zion was being and had to strengthen her position at the negotiating table, so she acted like she was freaking out and she left. She was thinking fast on her feet, and it was excellent. Second, Belinda also gets an A+ for negotiating authentically. Now, a lot of women try to negotiate like a man, and then it feels super awkward. She showed her nerves that she was uncomfortable with taking money based on her principles, and it came off as authentic because it was rooted in a point of truth. That's why her performance was so convincing. Third, Belinda gets an A+ for negotiating by proxy. Zion, her son, being her proxy. Why is this important? Because research shows that women who negotiate for themselves are more likely to be negatively perceived. So she was able to negotiate by proxy, having someone negotiate on her behalf, so she was able to avoid that gender bias coming into play. However, I'm going to bring that A+ down to a B- because she didn't choose or prepare her proxy appropriately. Zion, although a trusted confidant with her best interests in mind, was not the most skilled negotiator at the table. Additionally, she should have continued her act of walking away with Zion and not let him in on the act. Why? Because that would have allowed him to negotiate more authentically with Gary. Perhaps he would have broken out of his bad acting and showed his genuine panic that his mom was walking away from a payday. So overall, Belinda, what about it? You get an A-. Stay tuned for part 3 with Gary and leave your comments below.